How's it going, YouTube? I know some of you out there are nature buffs like myself, so I wanted to share a quick slideshow of some videos I took when my wife and I visited the Morton Arboretum here in Illinois, about 40 minutes southwest of Chicago, about a month ago in October of 2019. So, enjoy! Alright, this first video is of basically the main entrance. They're just trying to have some holiday festive decor. So you see these cute little pumpkins here in the bottom, and it has these little tax towers of, I don't know, looks like lettuce. But I thought they were pretty cool, so I wanted to share this with you guys. I just thought it was creative and fun. This second photo here, they have like a little conifer forest makeup. And I've always loved conifers, pine trees, cedars. I've always been a huge fan. My dad and I went to this Sequoia National Park when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved it. And for those of you who aren't aware, the Morton Arboretum is actually a nonprofit that is dedicated to preservation, education, cultivation of rare trees, and they actually grow them here in this facility. It's, I think, thousands of acres, so it's pretty cool. This next photo is just a little retention pond they have. I thought it was pretty gorgeous. It's a few acres, nice to look at. You can see in the springtime there's some lilies that bloom with some nice marginals. This is just a downhill view from one of the hills. You can see that some part of the arboretum there. You can see the nice fall foliage. Just thought it was another great view that was nice to share. This next photo, this is one of my favorite spots in the whole arboretum. It's just a crabapple location. I think they called it heritage trees. They had a lot of crabapple trees, and they were next to this little lake. I think they called it Crabapple Lake. It was really cool. These crab apples were really gorgeous on the tree. All the leaves had fallen off, and there were a lot of, I think there were a lot of robins hanging out in the trees, and that was really fun to watch as well. This next photo, I just took a shot of the sun coming through some trees. It's one of my favorite type of photos to take, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. I think it's always gorgeous. Next photo, these are large, I think they're mature oak trees. I'm a huge fan of oak trees, I always have. I grew up in Southern California. There's lots of oak trees. I always like watching squirrels carrying around the acorns. I just think it's really funny. In the Morton Arboretum, there's a lot of these roads just going through woods. So the Morton Arboretum has two loops, an east loop and a west loop. And this part of the road just going through some trees. I was able to get a shot with no cars. Just wanted to share the view with you guys. It's just one of my favorite places, hands down. This is a nice tree with the meadows and some of the trees in the background. Very gorgeous this time of year in the fall time. It was right after one of our freezes. Here's another walking path that was in the Arboretum. There's actually a couple walking paths that go through the Arboretum, and this is the view in the fall time. So all the fall foliage is coming down, the leaves are golden. It's just really nice to look at. Here's some more path. I thought this log here in the bottom left was pretty cool to look at. Really cool how they just preserve some land, and they're trying to mimic the East Woods in a lot of it, so these are pretty cool to look at. There were a few bridges that we came across, and this was a creek that was filled with water. And again, I said it was right after probably, I think, our first frost, or right before, actually, I don't remember. But there was a lot of water running, so it was really cool to see these creeks with the bridges. I felt like I was actually in like a national forest, really. It's really nice. And then here's just another shot of the bridge. I always like taking these kind of shots with bridges. I just think they're a classic look, so I hope you get to enjoy that. You get to see all the fallen trees or all the fallen leaves on the bridge. It's always nice to see that this time of year. Here's a nice shot. Surprisingly, there weren't very many places where there were actually undergrowth. I think maybe because the trees were so dense. They had a little description that said woods was 50 to 80% canopy, and then forest was over 80%. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So this is a shot I took, just some of the undergrowth. It just looked like some wildflowers, and then the sun there again making an excellent view with the rays. So that was cool. And here's one of the funny trolls they have. I think they have 12 troll statues. They commissioned an artist, put them throughout the Arboretum. This is actually right next to the front parking lot. just a troll throwing rocks on a car. I just think it's really funny. So yeah, there's that. And this is one like a plane. I think it's in the west part of the Arboretum, but it's actually really gorgeous. Kind of shows you the native Illinois landscape, lots of woods mixed in with plains, and that's really cool. Something that's not very common in Southern California. Here's another look at those plains coming up to the woods. I just thought it was nice. Then I took a couple pictures of the DuPage River that was going through the Arboretum, and then yes, this is the DuPage River. It was pretty full because of all the snow melt. So you can kind of see how the riverbank comes up to the trees. And I learned actually that they recently, I think maybe 10 or 15 years ago, had to recreate the riverbanks because it had worn out so much on the banks. And this is a gigantic tree that was by the river. I just thought it was really cool to look at. It was humongous. I'd say the diameter of this tree was probably a good 40 feet, and it has these beautiful golden leaves, and it was really fun to just enjoy this tree for a few minutes as the sun was setting because it was just so massive. You can see this lady there. I think she's talking to her kids, but it's a massive tree. It's just gorgeous. And again, here's another shot of the river. The sun, I think, is setting behind me. It's just a nice view. It's just on a bridge. I think there's some cars behind us. This actually might be the walking bridge. You can just see the river going through the plains. It's really gorgeous. We don't have many rivers like this in Southern California. And if we do, they all have cemented sides. So this is just really gorgeous for me. And that's actually the final photo, guys. So tell me what you think. If you want more photos or videos like this, I'll make some more. I really like the Morton Arboretum. I hope you get to enjoy it someday. If not, you can always come back to my slideshow. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos about nature, animals, gardening, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll feel free to see you in the future. All right, thanks.